This song was originally written with a cowboy vibe. Find out which song we're talking about coming up on Rock Music History Lesson. In 1980, the legendary rock band Queen surprised everyone with their smash hit, Another One Bites the Dust. Originally, bassist John Deacon wanted to give the song a cowboy vibe, but ended up ditching that idea. Deacon wrote the song along with another track on the Game album, the other being Need Your Loving Tonight. With its catchy bass line and infectious beat, the song quickly became a global hit. Despite Deacon's initial cowboy-themed lyrics, the final version of the song ended up being completely different. It's crazy how different things could have been if they stuck with the cowboy theme. Besides lead singer Freddie Mercury yelling "shootout," the final version of Another One Bites the Dust doesn't hint at Deacon's cowboy theme. The final version had a darker tone with intense lyrics about mob hits and revenge scenarios. Deacon was inspired by the Chic song Good Times, and in an interview with New Musical Express, Chic bass player Bernard Edwards mentioned how the bass player from Queen spent time at their studio. He says, quote, "Well, that Queen record came out because that bass player spent some time hanging out with us at our studio. But that's okay. What isn't okay is that the press started saying that we had ripped them off. Can you believe that? Good Times came out more than a year before, but it was inconceivable to these people that black musicians could possibly be innovative like that. It was just these dumb disco guys ripping off this rock and roll song." Unquote. John Deacon played almost all instruments during the recording sessions, including bass guitar, piano, electric guitar, and hand claps. Roger Taylor added a drum loop. Brian May contributed guitar effects, and no synthesizers were used in the song. The unique sound effects were created using piano, electric guitars, drums, and tape playback at various speeds. The song's beginning sets the stage for some intense stuff, talking about what went down right before a mob hit happened. Steve walks warily down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet, machine guns ready to go. Freddie Mercury amps up the intensity of his singing while discussing the attack. "Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah." Deacon's chorus is "and another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust," hinting that more people will bite the dust. Then in the next verse, we hear about a person who got dumped and wants to get payback. "How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out on my own." The next verse, "Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Look out." In the next verse, Deacon's character seeks revenge, but it's unclear why. "There are plenty of ways that you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. You can beat him, you can cheat him, you can treat him bad, and leave him when he's down. Yeah." It's pretty obvious that someone is about to get what's coming to them. "But I'm ready, yes, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Out of the doorway the bullets rip, repeating to the sound of the beat. Oh yeah." In an interview with Mojo, guitarist Brian May said, quote, "Freddie sang until his throat bled on Another One Bites the Dust. He was so into it. He wanted to make that song something special." Unquote. Queen initially didn't want to release this song as a single, but Michael Jackson came backstage after a show in LA and convinced them it was a hit. Another One Bites the Dust is played at sporting arenas and particularly boxing matches. It has sold over 7 million copies and earned a Grammy nomination. It has been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify, making it Queen's biggest hit ever. Hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. Another One Bites the Dust was Queen's second song to hit number one on the Billboard Hot 100 after their earlier chart topper, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, 7 months prior. Another One Bites the Dust not only performed well on the charts, but also had a significant impact in other ways. The song has been used in CPR training because its steady beat of 110 beats per minute perfectly falls within the recommended range of 100 to 120 BPM for chest compressions. As always, thank you for watching Rock Music History Lesson. I'm KW Keys.